Around 100 million years ago, India was an island. India's name is derived from the river Indus. Indus civilization is the world's oldest civilization known. India, hence, is the world's oldest, most advanced and continuous civilization ever. India has been largest contributor to the United Nations peacekeeping missions since its inception. India has the world's largest and third active army after China and USA. The Tirupati Balaji temple and the Kashi Vishwanath temple both receive more visitors than the Vatican City and Mecca combined. India ranks third behind the USA and the UK in the number of records claimed each year. India is the world's largest democracy with 1.2 billion people. 100 million people come to India's Kumbh Mela festival, the world's biggest gathering of humans ever known. The gathering is so large and massive that the Kumbh Mela is visible from the space. India has 3 of the world's top 10 mega cities, one more than China. India's Hindu calendar has 6 seasons: spring, summer, monsoon, autumn, winter and perennial. It is illegal for foreigners to take Indian currency, that is rupees, out of India. An Indian claims he hasn't eaten or drunk for 70 years. After many tests, doctors still don't know how it's possible. Police officers in one state in India are given a slight pay upgrade for having a mustache. India has the world's lowest meat consumption per person. India has more mobile phones than toilets. 70% of all world spices come from India. To earn enough to buy a Big Mac, the average person in India has to work almost 6 hours. In India, a polling station was set up for lone voter Mahant Bharat Das Darshan Das, as he was the only voter from Banij and Gir forest. In every election since 2004, one of the reasons why you should be proud to exercise your vote, 54 crore people voted in 2014 general election, more people than the population of USA, UK, Australia and Japan combined. Gleevec, a cancer drug that cost US $70,000 per year, costs just US $2,500 in India because it cannot be patented here. A conman in India repeatedly stole the Taj Mahal, the Parliament and various other heritage sites. He was sentenced to 113 years but managed to escape prison 9 times. The last time he was 84-year-old. There is a gypsy tribe in India that celebrate death as one of the happiest events in their lives while treating births with great grief. The Golden Temple in India feeds a vegetarian meal to over 1 lakh people a day, regardless of race, religion and class. In 1954, archaeologists excavated a 8th century Viking settlement in Sweden, found a Buddha statue from India. Indian housewife hold 11% of world's gold, that is more than the reserves of the US, IMF, Switzerland, Germany put together. In India, it is not uncommon to consume marijuana in milkshake form. Global warming solved a dispute between Bangladesh and India, where the island in dispute disappeared. In 2009, a doctor in India removed 170,155 stones from a patient's left kidney during a 3-hour surgery. A man revived 5 rivers and brought back water to 1,000 villages in India using native water preservation techniques. 74% of Indians prefer an arranged marriage over a free choice one. Only about 1 in 100 marriages end in divorce, one of the lowest rate in the world. India has more people using the internet than the entire population of US. During World War II, India produced the largest volunteer army in world history, over 2.5 million men. There are 2.5 million of 0 rupee bank notes in India. They are paid in protest by angry citizens to government functionaries who solicit bribes. Talking about corruption, India has the biggest revolution in curbing black money and fighting cross-border terrorism and Naxalites under the leadership of PM Modi. The people of North Sentinel Island are among the last people of Jarawa tribe to remain virtually untouched by modern civilization, and they are protected by Indian Army. There is an experimental township in India founded in 1968 and called Orville, where citizens from all over the world can come and there is no money or religion involved. The Bengal tiger is the national animal of India. Shani Singapore village in India is the place with no doors, locks or crimes since 400 years. Farmers in India use Coca-Cola and Pepsi as cheap pesticides according to the BBC. The Khasi people in Meghalaya, India are known for growing bridges with tree roots. India planted nearly 50 million trees in 24 hours on July 11, 2016 to set up a Guinness World Record. London has more Indian restaurants than Mumbai or Delhi. Britain boasts the largest Indian restaurant in the world which can seat 750 people in one sitting. India has 122 major religions and 1,599 other languages. India has the largest postal network in the world with over 1,55,115 post offices. A single post office serves for a population of about 7,175 people, and our only floating post is situated in Dal Lake, Srinagar, which was inaugurated recently in 2011. Mawsyn Ram, a village in Khasi Hills, Meghalaya, receives the highest recorded average rainfall in the world. Cherrapunji is also a part of Meghalaya which hosts the most rainfall. Bandra Sea Link has steel wires equal to Earth's circumference. It took a total of 2 crores 57 lakh man-hours for completion and also weighs as much as 50,000 African elephants, a true engineering and architectural marvel. The highest cricket ground in the world at an altitude of 2,444 meters is the Chel Cricket Ground in Chel, Himachal Pradesh. It was built in 1893 and is a part of Chel Military School. Shampooing is an Indian concept. Shampoo was invented in India and the commercial liquid once used by the method of herbs. The word shampoo itself is derived from Sanskrit champu, which means to massage. The Indian national Kabaddi team has won all World Cups. India has won all 5 men's World Cup Kabaddi championships till now and have been undefeated throughout tournaments. At the same time, Indian women team has also won all the Kabaddi World Cups held till date. Water on the moon was discovered in India via ISRO Chandrayaan-1 using its moon mineralogy mapper detecting water on the moon surface for the first time. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the father of India's missile program, had visited Switzerland back in 2006. Upon his arrival, Switzerland declared May 26th as Science Day. When Dr. Rajendra Prasad was appointed President of India, he only took 50% of salary, claiming he did not require more than that. Towards the end of his 12-year tenure, he only took 25% of his salary. At that time was rupees 10,000. He heralded the historic birth of Indian Republic on January 26, 1950. In India, the first rocket was so light that it was transported on a bicycle to the Thumba launching station in Thiruvananthapuram, Trivandrum in Kerala. India is the second country after USA when it comes to speaking English, with around 125 million people speaking the language, which is only 10% of our population. India is said to be having the most mosques in the world, that is around 3 lakh mosques across the globe. Takshashila is said to be the first ever university in the world, which was started in 700 BC in Takshashila by an Indian. Indian Railways employ more than 1.3 million people. That's more than the population of many nations. India's space program is one of the top 5 space programs in the world. In 2004, 200 women took law in their hands and came to court armed with vegetable knives, chili powder and murdered a serial rapist on the floor. All the women after that claimed the responsibility of the murder. The English actor Sir Ben Kingsley, birth name is Krishna Pandit Bhanji, and he is an Indian descent. Chess was invented in India. Buttons were invented in India. Yes, I'm talking about your shirt button. We also invented the ruler, the measuring one, and discovering the numbering 0. Also the value of pi, trigonometry, algebra, calculus, cataract surgery, plastic surgery, etc. The diamond mining until 1986 was done only in India. India has banned all captive dolphins, stating that dolphins should be viewed of non-human persons. India's tech capital Bangalore has increased its office supply by 6 times since 2006 and has more grade A offices than Singapore. India is the largest producer of films in the world. India is the largest milk producer in the world. 2 major religions, Buddhism and Jainism, were established in India. Sachin Tendulkar, okay, you know this. The first granite temple in India, the Brihadeshwara temple, is situated in Tamil Nadu. It was built during the 11th century in only 5 years. Around the 17th century, India was the richest country in the world. Today, India is the world's 3rd largest economy. India is one of the only 3 countries that make supercomputers, that is after US and Japan. The largest road network is in India. Over 1.9 million miles of roads cover the country. India has the largest amount of vegetarians in the world, so much so that Pizza Hut had to open the first pure vegetarian restaurant in the country, and KFC had to introduce vegetarian menu. So did McDonald's, the world's largest fast food manufacturer. India grows 1.2 million tons of mango every year, weight equivalent to 80,000 blue whales. India gave the world yoga that has existed for more than 5,000 years. Martial arts were first created in India. India is the world's largest importer of arms. India exports software to 90 countries. The largest religious building in the world is Angkor Wat, a Hindu temple in Cambodia, built at the end of 11th century. The temple can be seen on the currency of Cambodia. His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhists, runs his government in exile from Dharamshala in northern India. India provides safety for more than 3 lakh refugees, originally from Sri Lanka, Tibet, Bhutan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, who escaped to flee religious or political persecution. India was the first country to develop extraction and purifying techniques of sugar. Many visitors from abroad learn the refining and cultivation of sugar from us. Late Srimati Shakuntala Devi is given the title of supercomputer after she demonstrated the calculation of two 13-digit numbers. She answered correctly within 28 seconds. Ravindranath Tagore is credited not only for writing the Indian national anthem Jana Gana Mana but Bangladeshi national anthem as well, that is Amar Sonar Bangla. He was also conferred knighthood by the British but refused the honour after Jallianwala Bagh massacre. After defeating Germany 8-1 in the 1936 Berlin Olympic, Major Dhyan Chand, the wizard of hockey, was summoned by Hitler. He was promised German citizenship, high post in the German military and the chance to play for German national side. Dhyan Chand, however, declined the offer. Freddie Mercury, the legendary singer of the rock band Queen, was born Parsi with the name Farrokh Balsara. When asked the first Indian in space, Rakesh Sharma, about how India looked from space, his response was famous patriotic song Sare Jahan Se Acha. India has never invaded or attacked any country in its 1 lakh years of history. National flag is Tiranga. National emblem is Sarnath. National anthem is Jana Gana Mana. National song Vande Mataram. National flower Lotus. National tree Banyan tree. National river the Ganges. National animal in water the river dolphin. National bird Indian peafowl. India's telecommunication industry is world's fastest growing with 4G technology compliance. Indian automotive industry is world's second fastest growing. Domestic sales have increased by 26% and exports by 36%. India's capacity to generate electrical power is 250 gigawatts, of which 8% is renewable. Indian IT industry employed 2.8 million professionals, generated revenue close to $100 billion, equaling 7.5% of Indian GDP, and contributed 26% of India's merchandise export. Adding another facet to its incredibleness is the fact that it is illegal for a child in India to neglect their parents after their retirement. India is the only country to have an entire ocean named after it. India is the only country in the world which has both tigers and lions in the wild. The number of people travelling in Indian railways is roughly 25 million per day, which is like shifting the entire population of Australia. India has the largest number of news channels in the world, 5,600 newspapers, magazines in over 21 different languages with a combined readership of over 120 million. Now those are some impressive figures. Bosons, which are considered as the greatest discovery of this generation, were the discovery of Indian scientist Satyendra Nath Bose, who has worked alongside Einstein himself. The fact that half of the particles in the world are bosons named after Bose should definitely make us proud. I am proud to be brought up in this country, a land full of diversities, and still stands with unity and dignity to face the world challenges. And I am sure all the world challenges have answer in India. Jai Hind. Thank you so much.